Hi there. Here we got my Landroid, Worx Landroid robot grass mover, and I've had problems with it last year, and it went astray. It didn't stick in its meadow, electronic meadow, and I found out that the error or the fault is down here. It's about the front sensors connection to the motherboard inside. It was broken. I will show you on the old one here. The cables here. First, this should be a rubber coverage for the cables that has been broken a couple of years, and of course the cables inside are more and more worn out, and the white one just went off. I tried to fix it, to connect it with this one, and it worked for a while, but then it started to get astray and started to perform strange things. So I decided to buy me a new one, and this one is called the front sensor unit, something like that. Costed about $60, 60 euro, 600 Swedish kroner. And I'm going to show you now how easy it is to replace this one. Of course, I've already done it, so I've practiced a bit. But first, you start with turning your Landroid upside down, and then you take number 10 key, and you start to loosen the black shell or shield, and there are 4 screws, 1, 2, 1, 2, or maybe you should call them bolts, I don't know. Unscrew them, looks like this. 3, and the 4th one. So, and after that, you have to loosen, or maybe you should do that before. You should loosen the front sensor unit by unscrewing these 1, 2, 3, 4 screws that holds that one. I'm not going to bore you, so I stop the movie and film right now. Yes, and here goes the last one. So 4 screws for the second time, and then you can see that it's but it should be loose from the black cover here. You have to just help it a little bit to get completely loose. Yeah, so that did the trick. Put in your fingers there and push up. So now it's loose. So what you can do now is just to take away the black shield, place it in some other place, and here you can see that the front sensor is now loose. What's next is to unscrew 12 screws. You have to turn it on the right keel. Next thing is to get rid of the orange cover here, to be able to loosen this front sensors connections on the inside. And it's 12 screws around the shield here. I think you can see them pretty well. And unscrew them. So 10, 11, and 12. Piece of cake. Now, yeah. What you now have to do before you can release the lid is you have to also loosen this part up. First you have 4 screws here. Quite easily done, and I recommend you to put the screws in different piles so you know which screw belongs to which place. So I think you have to take the inner screws here with a hand screwdriver. So 3, and then we have the 4th one. So 4 screws, and what happens then? Well, you will be able to release this shield or cover. Next thing is to release these. What do you have to do that? Really, I'm not. Yeah, you have to do that. The 4 screws out that are sort of sink down here. Loosen them, take them away. Screwdriver. So that's it, and I think I have to pick them up so they won't get away and disappear. They are loosened, so I just do like this to be able to pick them up. 3, and the 4th one. Come on. So now there's just one thing left before you can take off this orange body, and it is this height adjustment knob here. You pull it to the very left. Yeah, you saw me doing that. And then you have to put some power to lift it up. And when you do that, you have to, as you heard, come over the click just to be able to lift it up and take it away. And everything works now. Oh look, I've forgotten one screw here. Well, of course, it ain't close until it's loose. So that is 12. Sorry. And then we can lift the lid and be a little bit careful so you don't damage anything around the electronics here. And what we are looking for is in the front here. You can see where the front sensor enters here. It comes up here, and here we have the cables connecting. It's first there's a pair, black and red one. You can release that one very easy. You have to push on 2 sides and on the upper side, and then you can release. So now both of the cables are deconnected or unconnected. Now you are free to push this package here down, and you have it all goes down in what I would call a rubber gasket or something like that prevents moist humidity coming into the motherboard here. And what you have to do is just to push that down, and it comes out very fine and easily on the under, down under. I won't do that now because I don't want to make any more put any more pressure on this one, since I already mounted the new one, as you could see. But when you have taken out the old one, just take your new front sensor unit and push it back to the hole, and see to it, I'll show you, that this that I call the gasket here comes up over the edge, so you are sure that it is completely dense here against moist and humidity. You have to push from the underside, and as a last action, you can just take a screwdriver and help it up like this. Oops, the last bit. And I think when it looks like this, it is a couple of millimeters above the edge here. It's all in place, and now it's just about reconnecting or connecting the connections, and I'll just put the camera back and show you that very soon. Yes, there we are, and there's no risk to mix these up, since it's a small one and it's a little bit bigger one. I just feel that they are in place. Well, that's about it on the inside, on the interior. So now we should start to put everything back again, and just see to it that this white gasket around here is not taken out of its place, because it should be, you should avoid moisture coming in on the inside. And now what happens when I put back the orange lid is on the inside here. There is a little metal tongue here. You have to push that a little bit so it comes, so the black, what is it? The black cylinder can move up without being stopped. So I think everything is in place. Yes. So, and then it's time to get this little friend back. It's a bit tricky, but if you look here, I wonder if you can see it. You can see these things. They are leading this cylinder when you turn it. But here, and here, there is about 1.5 centimeter between these here, but here you have one place that you have a longer opening between, and that longer opening shall fit into just here. You see, just very close to this metal thing. You can see the difference is if you walk around the upper circle here. You can see that there is a difference, and in one place down here it looks different from the other parts, and that is where you should aim to get the longer opening here. So aim so you get it right, and push a bit and push down and turn right, and then you heard the click, and then it's there working again. Yeah, and you screw it down all the way. So now that one is in place, it's time for the frame. I remember how that was. Frame like this. 4 screws. Nope. It's not time for the frame. We should be frameless for a little while. We should first put back these 4 screws. Of course. And they are the first screws for to fix the orange cover. And of course that one went the wrong way. I would say that anyone can dare to do this change of front sensors, because it is not difficult at all. I mean, the most difficult thing is to find which screws to release, and also how to release this height adjuster, cutting height adjuster. But now when I show you, there will be no problem at all for you. I think that this, with the small cords as I showed you, I think that is quite common for the Worx Landroid. I think this is a construction or a design weakness. And I guess that is why they have started selling the replacement unit. Okay, then it's time for the frame. I think you got the point how to do this now. 1, 2, many of us. It's a little bit narrow in here. 3 and 4. So that is it with this part, and then you can push down the lid again, and it's time to put back the 12. You remember the 12, where I missed one in the beginning, and just yeah, just walk around until you have them on. Yes, 10, 11, and 12. So that's it. Now it's time to get the second last device back. And that is this black shield. Now you turn your naked Landroid. First you put the shield there, and then you put your Landroid inside it. And you just can see where these screws or bolts shall go down. And you see it very, very clear where to put them, and it's just about putting them back. Well, it's better to stand on the right side here. So it's always easier when you see what you do. So second, at the back, third. Where are you? There you are. Three. And four. Okay. What is now? Well, we only have the front sensor to put back, and you maybe heard or saw that this little frame went into the floor for me, and you should see to it that you don't lose it. So put it back, just one way to put it, and then you shall fix these ones. Let's see where we are. To turn it 180 degrees. So here my advice is to start with the screws most further down at the bottom, because this can be a little bit tricky to remount. But start with the bottom and release these ones here in the beginning, and start fixating the bottom screws first. So yeah, it is a little bit tricky, but we'll start with the ones down there and put the screws in place, but don't tighten them, but screw them in place first, and then you just have to adjust the front sensor unit, and all of a sudden you will feel that now it fits, and then you tighten the screws. Yeah, I guess that's about it. And surprise, there are no parts left behind. Everything is in place, and yeah, the brand new front sensor unit is in place. So it's just to charge the battery after winter, and then let the little guy go out and do the work for all the summer. Okay, thanks for your time. I hope you enjoyed. Well, sorry, not the highest quality, but still I got the job done, and that's the most important thing. Okay, bye, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay.